Hey guys, welcome to Boxing Squared for boxing news and views from around the internet. And another heavyweight news mashup video today, starting with the WBC, which is looking to shut down talk that the winner of Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury 3 would be forced into facing the winner of Oleksandr Usyk and Dillian Whyte 2 in February 2021. If you recall, Dillian Whyte, who was the mandatory challenger prior to being knocked out by Oleksandr Usyk, he did have an order in place to face the winner by that date, but that went away after he lost to Babic. However, his promoter, this is Whyte's promoter, Eddie Hearn, had said they would like to resurrect that date if possible if Dillian Whyte does beat Babic in November. However, the WBC has moved to shut this down, saying Dillian Whyte was knocked out. Babic is the interim champion, and as interim champion, he has rights described in WBC Rule 3.22. Which, in effect, and I won't go through the whole thing, it says, in its sole discretion, the WBC shall subsequently determine the timings and terms of any bout between a champion and interim champion. And that is effectively politely saying that what was in place before, we're not going to be putting that back in place because obviously, and as Mauricio Sulaiman says, Dillian Whyte got knocked out, so that order is gone. That's already been confirmed publicly. So the WBC distancing itself from a previous order and saying that it has sole discretion on when a fight between the interim champion, which is currently Babic, and the current champion, Tyson Fury, when that would occur. Obviously, the results of upcoming fights will determine that to some extent. But Frank Warren had previously said he'd been informed by the WBC that Tyson Fury, after any rematch occurs, would have 12 months to face a mandatory challenger. The WBO mandatory challenger Oleksandr Usyk is going to assert his rights as the mandatory challenger to force a fight with the WBO champion, which is currently Anthony Joshua. And this is not the first time that this has come out, it's another reiteration. Joshua is set to face his IBF mandatory challenger Kubrat Pulev in December, and his promoter Eddie Hearn has stated that Usyk is not stepping aside. He wants the fight. The winner of Joshua against Pulev for the WBO world title. Maybe Mr. Chisora puts a spanner in the works like Oleksandr Usyk did. Anything could happen. Usyk believes he could go out, get a good win under his belt in the heavyweight division, and then move on to challenge for a world title in 2021. That's Eddie Hearn talking to Sky Sports. And actually, just on Derek Chisora, he has responded to some of the taunts from Oleksandr Usyk online. Usyk posting a number of clips, and here is some of them, basically saying, Derek, and I'll just play one quickly now. Derek! So Chisora responding with his own now on social media.
Alexander! How are you, Alexander?
Derek! Derek!
Meanwhile, just on that fight, David Haye says that Derek Chisora's advantages against Oleksandr Usyk are his size and his aggression. He says, "We will make sure he uses them. People think I'm mad and it's a mission impossible, but I know there will be a massive, massive upset. #or Chisora." Tyson Fury is almost a week into his training camp preparing for Deontay Wilder for a penciled-in date of December. So his trainer, Sugar Hill Stewart, has been in the UK and actually having a few digs at Deontay Wilder and some of the things that his brother Marcellus Wilder had said on social media in recent months. Check it out.
This is the right hand that shook the world. Right there, baby.
I want to get right up close to the pillow, Fitz.
Yeah. Just check there's nothing in them gloves, will you?
See? I don't feel nothing. But the autopsy has said that there was a metal object in the gloves. From what I heard, so.
The White Rhino, David Allen, appears to be in demand for sparring with Oleksandr Usyk and also Oleksandr Usyk, saying on social media, in the last 3 days alone, have been asked to spar Oleksandr Usyk and now Oleksandr Usyk. Not bad for a fat lad from Donny. The 13-0 prospect Haye Ajagba is looking forward to making his top-ranked debut this weekend, where he will face Johnny Rice in the top-ranked bubble. He says, "To all my fans, the wait is finally over. I'm ready to get back in the ring and do what I do best. I haven't fought since March 7, and I've been looking for someone to devour. On September 19, I finally get to do it." Tune into ESPN Plus, you don't want to miss it. And his promoter Bob Arum has stated, "I'm delighted that Haye Ajagba will make his top-rank debut as he continues his march to the top of the heavyweight division." The Croatian Alen Babic is set to return to the ring on October the 4th, and this will be on an undercard headlined by Joshua Buatsi. So he will be facing Niall Kennedy, the 36-year-old Irishman who has a record of 13-1-1, with that one loss coming to sort of gatekeeper who's about top 60 or so, Devin Vargas. So Babbage versus Kennedy, it's actually not a bad test at this point. For Babbage, it's sort of in line with that sort of Shaundale Winters level of opponent, but with Babbage having, less than 5 fights, he needs to build his record and resume now to really sort of, be able to prove that he's ready for the bigger and better test that he's already calling for. But he says on his social media, "They call for me, the Savage will answer. With my army of fans behind me, I go to war once again." The story continues on 4 October. Don't blink, Savage doesn't care about rounds. The Australian heavyweight Lucas Browne has revealed on social media that he's been forced to pick up a regular day job due to the pandemic.
Getting asked a little bit about if I've changed gyms. Now, I haven't changed gyms. I'm just away from work for 2 weeks, so I'm up in Port Hedland, South Hedland. I'm using the gym here, obviously. Because of all the COVID bullshit, I haven't been able to fight. So, I've gone back like every other on the planet has gone back to work. And this is life, you know what I mean? So, until fights are back on and I can actually, someone books me in somewhere, I'll be working like a normal person and training still, everything else. So that's me. I'm away from work. I'm still at Picky's gym when I'm back, obviously. So that's just me. That's a quick update. Hope everyone's well.
And rounding up this heavyweight news mashup video, Frieza Kendo. So he's obviously been waiting for a title shot in the WBA. It is court-ordered, and that's the reason he's still in the rankings. He's now approaching 50 years old. But he's posted to social media saying, "The return. Getting ready at Floyd Mayweather's boxing gym, keeping the tools sharp as an announcement is nearby." And what that is, it's unclear, but we'll have to wait and see what actually happens here, because obviously with time going by, he's approaching 50 now. There is a few concerns, I guess, maybe for his health and safety, given some of the talent in the heavyweight division these days. But he wants his title shot. He thinks he should be declared a champion already, but apparently he will be back soon. But we've been here before, so I guess we'll just have to wait and see. But what do you make of it all? Drop a comment, loud and often, hit like, hit subscribe, follow me on Twitter, boxing_squared. I'm out.